Martinsville generated a few different headlines for the NASCAR Cup Series, including the first time for this new point system where the winner doesn't score the most points. Overall, it was more or less Denny Hamlin's day. That's why he comes out of it with the most points. He sweeps the stages. But again, people who sweep stages don't end up with the win in the NASCAR Cup Series in 2026. So, despite getting pole, despite winning stage 1, despite winning stage 2, he doesn't win the race. Chase Elliott does. That 9 car, in comparison, no stage points in the day. 12th in stage 1. In stage 2, 14th. Did well with strategy, pit stops, and a couple of nice moves here and there when it was needed most. Got past Hamlin when a yellow came out. Was that the one that was caused by his driver, Bubba Wallace? And then, yeah, was able to get past Chastain on the restart. Chastain, by the way, 16th at the end of this. 14 laps led on the day. That's good for him. Hamlin joins a unique club of drivers who've led over, I can't remember, is it over 600 laps at one circuit? I think Earnhardt has it at 1, Petty has it at a half dozen or something, because it's the king, of course he does. But overall, there were a bunch of different storylines that did emerge. For instance, this is the first win for Chevy this season in the Cup Series. It sounds weird to think that this is the first time that the new body Camaro ends up in victory lane, but it is. And then if you look at the rest of the top 5, Logano in 3rd. In fact, all of the Penske's in the top 10. Blaney 6th, Cindric 8th. Behind Logano is Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs is having the run of his life at the moment in the Cup Series. I mean, look at the start that he's had to the season, and then you look at the standings. He's 6th. For the 7 races, he's got 4 top 5s, 5 top 10s. That is wonderful for him. Those are brilliant numbers. He, by the way, is the 2nd highest Gibbs driver in the standings right now. He's the 3rd highest Toyota driver. That is a wonderful run for the 54 car. Especially when you look at the rotten luck that Bubba Wallace had this weekend. Getting involved in that wreck where it was, all of the kind of fast foodie cars got taken out in the same thing. Because Bubba Wallace, 36th. You also saw Hocevar caught up in it as well, didn't you? He got into Hocevar in the Chili's machine. But, yeah, Bubba Wallace comes out of the day with only 1 point. And for a sense of scale, he was 3rd coming into this. He's now 11th. He's tied. He's in a 4-way tie, by the way. Brad Keselowski, Kyle Larson, Chris Buescher, and Bubba Wallace all on 206 points. If you talk about the point situation for a moment, Tyler Reddick, very quiet day today. Doesn't end up in the top 10. Where does Reddick end up on the day? I think he was in the mid-teens. Yeah, he's 15th. Quali's 8th. Finishes 15th. And yet still comes out of this with an 82 points lead over Ryan Blaney in 2nd. Denny Hamlin in 3rd, 94 back. Chase Elliott, the race winner, in 4th, 104 off of the lead. This system rewards consistency, and even when you have a bad day, or a couple of bad days, if you've done something like Reddick and won the first 3 in a row, won 4 of the first 5, oh boy, you're set up for a good season. Looking down further towards the cut line, and SVG is climbing up more. He is up to 14th. He's on 174 points. The cut line, by the way, 158 at the moment. Michael McDowell in 17th. SVG was 11th. SVG has progressed so much in terms of the ovals that he's doing well on a lot of the different ovals now. Like the 1.5 mile ones, yeah, he doesn't have the same kind of level of experience as everyone else. It's still only his 2nd year full-time in Cup. But that is a mega run that SVG has had. Long may it continue, I say. Look at what Scotty Mac's been doing over in IndyCar. It's great to see the supercar stars having a success elsewhere. It's something that could be inspirational for other drivers. I mean, I'm looking at the British GT Media Day, which happened as I was recording this video, and Colin Turkington is in a GT4 car now. We've seen Jake Hill and Ash Sutton in GT3s. And who knows? I mean, with Verstappen's doing the Nordschleife, rumours are I could walk away from F1 at the end of this year. I would love to see him in NASCAR. That would be brilliant. I'd love to see him in IndyCar. I think that would also be brilliant. Just seeing somebody who is known for being adaptable and is seen as the best racing driver out there, competing in so many different things. SVG has basically been the guy that's done that. Because in 2022, when he did the Cup Series race and won on debut in Chicago, he also competed in Rally New Zealand and was competing against Hayden Paddon for the WRC2 win in his WRC debut. It's something the likes of which I don't think we've seen really since Valentino Rossi. And again, it was a rallying foray. But yeah, Martinsville the race, it was one of the quieter Martinsville races. It's not the worst that we've had. It's not even the worst we've had in the Gen 7 cars. That we've seen some really poor events, often out of the organisers and drivers' hands. It's when it gets too cold, for example, and the tyres don't work. I thought that this produced some good racing. I think it produced some quiet stuff, and I think that when you looked at how easily the various leaders were able to extend their lead, it was a little bit anticlimactic. But I'm somebody who believes that it's good to have some close finishes, and it's good to have days where it's quiet and one driver just quietly dominates, or one or two drivers just quietly are up at the front by a couple of seconds. Don't know about you though. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thanks so much, folks, for watching and joining. Next week, it's the first Bristol race. Looking forward to it. Till then, bye for now.